Let me tell you a quick story about myself. Once upon a time, I was really terrified and scared of expressing myself to someone or somebody. It was so bad to the extent that even if I was accused of something I'm innocent of, I cannot speak up for myself. And guess what? When you are silent, that means a yes. That means you are guilty. And imagine me being guilty of what I am innocent for. It is not fun. It got to a point where I decided to speak up. But speaking up, I speak up in anger, I speak up in tears, I speak up in pain just to express myself. Then one day I told myself, how long will I continue to suffer in this way? So I decided to speak for myself, not minding what the person will feel or what the person will say or do to me. I speak up. You might think my problems are over, but when it comes to speaking in public formally, I still have this great challenge of not being able to express myself and my feelings. For example, if you are in a meeting and we are being told to introduce ourselves, immediately I heard that word, introduce yourself, my heart will start to beat so fast in a manner that I will be stressed within seconds. This is not a joke. I am telling you a real life experience. So one day I told myself, how long will I continue to suffer in this way? How long? When I have a good idea, when I have something to say that is going to be beneficial to me and every other person, just because of fear, I will keep this idea in me and start to murmur at the back. So one day I told myself, I must start speaking for myself. So the opportunity came. My boss said, we are going to have a meeting on so day. So I said, okay, on that meeting, I am going to speak up for myself. I'm going to speak what is bothering me. So when we got to the meeting, prior to the meeting, we were discussing as colleagues, and we are trying to say what when we go we are going to ask. When we went and we after the meeting, we are being given the opportunity to ask questions. And after my colleague asked their questions, I noticed that there's this particular question that interests us, but nobody, maybe because of fear or one thing or the other, which I don't really know, nobody asked. So I raised up my hand, and my boss said, speak. And immediately I spoke. And after the meeting, my colleagues, one of them called me and told me, thank you for answering that question. And after then, I was so proud of myself that I did. I told myself, what happened? Did anybody kill me? No. Did anybody embarrass me? No. So I promised myself from that day henceforth, I must be speaking for myself without fear or favor. If my story sounds familiar to you, then I must tell you that you are not alone. But here is the good news. Shyness is not a disability in personality, and it is not permanent. Today, I'll be sharing with you simple but actionable steps to help you break through from shyness and step into confidence. Are you ready? Okay, let's go. But one thing I really want you to know is that shyness is not your personality, but it is an habit that your brain has developed over time. It's trying to protect you from discomfort, but in reality, it is trying to draw you back, like seriously. Imagine or think of confidence like sewing. The more you practice it, the more you become good at it. So instead of tagging yourself shy, instead say, I am learning to become more confident. Trust me, this small mind shift will bring a positive impact in your life. Now, let us get practical. Here are three simple habits that can boost your confidence over time or today. Number one habit is the eye contact challenge. Are you a victim, or have you seen somebody, or have you heard of somebody talking to someone in front of the person, and instead of the person looking at the person they are talking to one on one or eyeball to eyeball, you see them looking at the side of the person and talking to the person, and someone passing will wonder, is this person talking to this person in the front, or is talking to somebody at the side? When talking to someone, I want to encourage you to try to make eye contact with the person 2 to 3 seconds longer than usual. You do not need to stare at the person, but hold it a little longer than usual. The second habit we are talking about is the one linear trick. You should start by saying small things like, hi, hello, how was your day? You look beautiful. Your outfit is fine. I love your color. I love your hair. Note that small talks like this leads to confidence. The third habit that we are going to be discussing is the power posture and smiling. Did you know, or are you aware that standing straight and smiling actually tricks your brain to feeling more confident? Try it, it works. I used to have this belief that people are always judging me, but here is the truth. Most people or persons are too busy thinking about themselves to overanalyze you. So instead of thinking, what if I embarrass myself? Replace it with, one, I have something valuable to say. Two, people are just people like me. Three, every conversation is a chance to grow. So let me tell you something very important. Your thought shapes your reality. That is why you need to choose the ones that lift you up. And if social situations freeze you up, you should try these quick confidence hacks. Number one, box breathing. Breathe in for 4 seconds. Hold your breath for 4 seconds. Breathe out for 4 seconds. Repeat this again, and this will calm your nerves immediately. Number two is the social warm up. Before the big events, talk to somebody around you. And if there's nobody around you, call somebody on the phone and talk to someone so that you can have this ease before the conversation. Before the big events, please try talking to anyone around you. And if there's no one around you, call somebody on the phone and talk to somebody so that you can have ease into the conversation. The last one is the 3 second rule. Whenever you want to speak up, though it sounds funny, but this works like magic. Just count 1, 2, 3, and just do whatever you want to do. This helps to prevent overthinking. What really gives me joy, or what brings joy to my heart, is that confidence is not something you are born with. So it is a skill that you can actually develop, just like learning a new craft or hobby. Let's take an example, sewing. The more you learn and practice sewing, the more you become good at it. So instead of waiting to feel confident, take small steps and let confidence catch up with you. Here is your challenge. Pick one step that we've learned in this video and give it a try this week. And which one are you going to start with? Let me know in the comment section. I will really love to hear from you. And if you want more simple, practical self-growth tips, do not forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell icon. Keep it simple, keep growing, and I'll see you in my next video.